Good evening, everyone, and welcome to day one of Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition Heart of Winter expansion. I am the God of Myth, and we are going to be continuing with the same party that we used to defeat Belifet in Icewind Dale 1. Now, Heart of Winter was the expansion that they developed for Icewind Dale 1. And then it was several years before they came out with Icewind Dale 2. Which not a lot of people actually played Icewind Dale 2, sadly, because it was pulled off the shelves fairly quickly. Because I believe it's right around when EA and BioWare started becoming a thing. Not to mention the fact that Black Isle, I think, stopped being a developer. So, alright, let me get my strategy guide out. And I do have the strategy guide for this one as well. I posted a tweet a couple weeks ago laying out all the strategy guides that my father gave me. So, I highly recommend using strategy guides for these types of games, just so that way you can make sure you don't miss anything, because there are a lot of things you can miss. Quests, experience, items, etc. So, let's get right into it.
Time. Within its swirling mists lies the knowledge of all things, past and future, endings and beginnings. It is all here, hidden from view, waiting to be revealed to those who have eyes to see. Far to the north, beyond the wind-swept peaks of the spine of the world, beyond the realms of men who call themselves civilized, dwell a people whose way of life is built upon the gift of sight. Among the tribes of the Uthgard, the visions of a shaman serve to guide his people through the fog of an uncertain future. So it was with Yoldair, elder and shaman to the tribe of the Bear. For it was his visions that foretold the return of a slain king, awakened from the halls of death by a spirit consumed by vengeance. His vision carried him across the tundra to a place where men built their homes beneath an ancient oak, with branches that stretched skywards to embrace the clouds. It is here that his vision showed him the faces of the strangers that would journey far across a sea of ice and snow. To the frozen north, these heroes would come, drawn into a twisted maze of shared destinies that would lead us all into the cold and terrible heart of winter.
Alright, and there's the intro to Heart of Winter. Let's get our party together. No, we don't want these guys. So I went ahead and I exported the party that we used to face Belifet. So I just have to go through and select each one. Lilith. Valeria. Gadok, and Soran.
Within its swirling mists lies the knowledge of all things, past and future.
Does it play it again?
And beginnings. It is all here.
It does.
Hidden.
Alright, so we already saw that.
By Tibbals, the vision speaks true. You are the heroes from my dreams.
Do I know you?
Our paths have not crossed until this day. I am Yuldair, son to Rethric, elder and shaman to the tribe of the Bear.
Well met, Yuldair. What's this business about dreams and visions?
Vision is why I have come to this place. Tibbals has guided me to you.
For what purpose?
This I cannot say. I know only that the storm of war darkens the skies of my homeland. My people are gathering in numbers greater than any have seen for generations. A king, both new and old, has risen to lead the tribes against the 10 towns. Already the first snows of winter bear the dark stains of spilt blood.
I don't see what any of this has to do with us. Or tell me more about this new and old king. Speak plainly. Tell me more of this new and old king.
Wolfdane is his name. He was a great warrior from an elder tribe who was slain in battle on the eve of last season. Now his body has returned from death's halls to lead my people once more. As king.
He came back from the grave. What kind of undead monster is this king of yours?
Wolfdane's flesh is but a vessel, a borrowed tool. The spirit of the new king is much, much older than the form it now inhabits. It is said that the spirit of Jared governs his body. It is this claim that has fueled the fires of vengeance among my people.
Jared? Isn't he the barbarian hero who was entombed beneath the temple in Easthaven?
The same. You know our history well. Now, after centuries of imprisonment, Jared's spirit is free and rallies the tribes once more in a common cause.
If this Jared was such a great hero, surely his cause must be just, so why are you here?
You must understand. I have read the signs. Tibbals will not favor either side in the coming battles. Both my people and those of the towns shall be haunted by countless deaths without honor. I have cast my spirit into the nether realm in search of a way to prevent what must not be. My vision quest led me here to find you. You are the answer I seek.
I see. So what can we do to help?
You must come to Hengoro, to the great mead hall where the tribes have gathered. You alone can forestall the war between our peoples.
Very well, we shall accompany you.
Though we journey towards the same destination, our paths are not one. My place is at the side of my king. Already I have been gone too long.
The day we arrived at last in the town of Lonelywood, we had hardly caught sight of the outlying buildings when we were approached by a large man clad in deerskins. Okay, so that's just recapping what we did in our quest.
From here, you must go alone. The people of this town will know the way to the camp of my people. Travel swiftly and safely. We shall meet again when you stand before the council in the great mead hall.
Alright, so we've picked up the main plot quest. Oops, sequence pause.
Ready. I'm on it.
Oh, Nis is encumbered. Oh, that's right, because we had to unload everything. Shit. Okay. Everyone should be not encumbered anymore. Alright, so we are in the town of Lonelywood. Need to get a hold of some map explorations, that way we can get our bearings. Okay. Making sure everybody's spell books are where they need to be. Oh, I didn't know she leveled up. Or at least acquired another spell level. Spell steals the caster's mind against outside influence, charm, confusion, fear, feeble-mindedness. Oh wow, berserk and intoxication. Earthquake. Alright. Let's save. Okay. She's got a name that means she must be important. Help me, please. My brother and I were playing and he fell down the well. I think he's hurt. Calm yourself, girl. What is your name? My name is Haley Dunn. I dared my brother to climb down the well, and he did, but he slipped and I heard him fall. Please help him. I will help. I'll see if I can get rope. My father has some rope. He can get my brother out. It's far to the north side of town in the east corner next to the woods. Please hurry. Carl. Who are you? What do you know about the Lonelywood barbarian threat? We just work around here. I think Raleigh might know more. Galloway. What do you want? If you're looking for a ride, tough luck. We're not going anywhere for a while. Who are you? I'm Raleigh Galloway, caravan master of the Galloway Trading Coster. Me and my men are stuck here because those idiot savages out on Bremen's Run. What exactly is a trading coster? It's a collection of businessmen who band together for mutual support. Unlike trading houses, costers generally don't have much to do with family, just making money. What do you know about Lonelywood and the barbarian threat? I already said everything I know. The barbarians are out on Bremen's Run, and they're not going anywhere. You want to find out more? Go ask the hairy bastards yourself. Is there any other way out of Lonelywood? This time of year is what's keeping Icewind Dale locals like to call winter. Look out on the lake. Get past the burial island, the whole damn thing is frozen. Any other route directly over rough land, no trails. What is the burial isle? island out in Mayor Dalton, where all the savages bury their dead war heroes. The locals avoid it as though Miracle himself charged the toll for admission. Alright, he won't give us any more information. Jamalea Smithson, I work for the Coster, the trading Coster. What do you know about the barbarian threat? Nothing. And nobody knows nothing. Let's see, this is the Ranger's cabin. Emmerich Hawk.
Agreed.
Moment, strangers, what can I do for you? Who are you? My name is Emmerich Hawk. Who might you be? I'm Krell. Tell me, Emmerich, what is it you do for a living? I'm a bowyer by trade. I craft bows to trade, for trade with the few caravans that find their way up here into Lonelywood, and it's not much, but it's an honest living besides. It allows me from the freedom to pursue my true calling. What is your true calling? You might call the caretaker of these woods. I keep an eye on the local hunters and loggers to make sure they do not take more than the forest is willing to offer. So you're more of a guardian of the forest. Guardian, perhaps once I may have been worthy of such a role before I lost the favor of the forest father. But now that he has taken his blessing from me, I am just another man that lives in the shadow of the forest. Who is this forest father? Forest father is the eternal guardian of the forest. He is the god of all wild and untamed nature throughout Faerun. Priests and druids of the realms call him Sylvanas, though he is known by many names. Why have you fallen from his favor? Ever since the three brothers arrived in town, trapping in the forest has been out of control despite my best efforts. I have been unable to stop them. Now the forest father is punishing me for my failures. What makes you say that? 3 days ago, while walking in the woods, I encountered a great white wolf. Such beasts are very rare and are considered by some to be the sacred protectors of the forest. In an instant, the wolf was upon me. I searched desperately for a way to escape, but the beast was relentless in its fury. Before I could react, it pounced on me, sinking its fangs in deep into the exposed flesh of my just above my collar. What happened next? The weight of the massive wolf had me pinned to the ground, but I somehow managed to wriggle my left arm free enough to slip the dagger from my boot. Just as the beast's powerful jaws began to tighten around my neck, I buried the dagger in its belly. Did you kill it? No, but the cut was deep enough to save my life. The wounded beast ceased its attack and bounded away into the forest, leaving me barely conscious in a pool of my own blood. I should have died that day. I know that now. The wolf was a manifestation of the forest father's vengeance. The fact that I survived was only served to anger him further. That is why he punishes me by denying me his blessings. I see. Let me ask you something else. Let me see what you have for sale. Oh, that's amazing. He actually has ammo. Oh, and I can get my ammo belt back. Hell yes. Give me that precious ammo belt. Did anyone else have any ammunition? Alright, looks like she had all of it. Just dump it all there for now. Okay.
Here. Agreed. Done.
Alright, this is the Shrine of Joaquin.
Agreed.
What do you do here? Well, I do what all good priests of Joaquin do. Maintain relations with the craftsmen in town, monitor trade, and provide encouragement to enterprising businessmen. It is common for halflings to become priests of Joaquin. Oh, it's actually quite rare. I joined the church because, unlike my plump kin, I have the ambition and dedication to succeed at business. I was quite successful at the Golden Spires in Amon. Why did you found a shrine in Lonelywood? Icewind Dale is one of the most remote areas in Faerun. I felt it was my challenge and duty to bring trade and commerce to the desolate place. I see a golden future in these icy wastes. Can you provide me with healing services? Force bullets? Well then. This guy's got insane gear on him. AC +3. Wow. Consequence. Versus good and evil creatures. That's interesting. %5 of petrifying the target. That's funny. Kinetic Spear. 5% of all hits initiate a Lance of Disruption on the target. 5d4 plus 30 crush damage. Jesus. Amanatter's Legacy. 3 white doves. Stonebreakers. Oh, this is for a monk. He's got leather rings. He's got bags, potion. Let's get the scroll case. Let's get a potion bag. Let's get a gem bag. Problem is we need to get all of our bags back. We technically don't need any of these badges or keys anymore.
Orders? Agreed. I'm on it. Agreed.
You needs a hole? Beg your pardon? I digs a hole for you. I digs good and deep so there is no stink. Maybe some other time. I'd like to ask you some questions. I knows nothing. Just digs holes. You need a hole? Have you received any sharp blows to the head recently? Huh? Never mind, farewell. Gravedigger is not the brightest one in the bunch. Alright, this is the Cooper's place, I believe they call it. Tibbals done.
I'm on it.
Hold on. Be with you in a moment. Just need to set this last piece here. Trying to set this hoop in the barrel before the metal cools, but the damn thing's stubborn. There it goes. Thank the gods, I found you. Your son's fallen into the well and needs your help. That's so. Well now, stranger, I'd be worried if I had a son. I fear you've met my daughter. Too much of an imp spirit in her for her own good. She was lying. She's been telling that brother-in-a-well tale to damn near every visitor in Lonelywood for the past few months. By the gods, that girl has been bringing out the furies in me since she was born. I see. Her tale had me worried. Damn girl, she was supposed to have been home hours ago to help with these casks. See her again, tell her to come home or it'll be the perch stick for her. I'll tell her to come home, but if you lay a hand upon her, we shall hear of it. So, well, if there's something else you need, I have work to do. I might be in need of supplies. What is this place? It's my shop. I'm a cooper. I make barrels. You with one of the caravans? Because if you are, then you've no business with me until you've traded words and gold with Baldemar. He's the one to speak to, not I. Who's Baldemar? Heard of Baldemar? You are new here. Lonelywood's council representative. So what does being a council representative have to do with you and I doing business? As council representative, Baldemar has taken upon himself to represent all the tradesmen in Lonelywood. Dealings with caravans, a profitable position. All profit goes to those sharp enough to... I still see no reason as to why Baldemar should have taken such a role. There's no reason to it. He loves gold as much as any man. He saw an opportunity and took it. Could you get out from under Baldemar's influence, strike out on your own? That would only serve to ruin me. The few contracts Baldemar tosses my way is all that keeps my family fed and the roof over our heads. The moment I raise my voice against Baldemar's generosity, he will see to it I never see another caravan contract again. Surely he wouldn't just cast you out. There must be room for bargaining. No, Baldemar prefers to settle matters quickly and quietly. He finds bargaining tiring, and in truth, he is poor at it. But don't take it at my word. The other representatives of the 10 town know it as well. What do you mean? When the towns heard of the troubles with barbarians, they sent their own speaker to deal with the tribes, rather than chance a war to Baldemar's diplomatic skills. Speaker from the 10 towns, when was this? Not long before your arrival. He was a tall man, a southerner like yourself, wearing fine clothes and a patch over one eye. He stayed with Baldemar for a few nights, then left. At first, I thought he was a merchant, but he spoke to none of the other tradesmen in town, including myself. That would make sense. Can you tell me anything of the barbarian threat? Barbarian threat, yes. Rumor has it they are preparing for war. Their numbers are said to be great, much more than the 10 towns can hope to defeat. If they fall upon us, the battle shall be a short one. But enough about what might be. Nothing. So we've talked to him about everything at that point.
I'm on it.
I think I had too much to drink last night. What am I saying? There's no such thing, says my brothers. Hey, who are you anyway? I'm Krell. Who are you? I'm Digby. I'm a trapper around these parts. Me and my brothers catch all sorts of varmints. Of course, it's hard lately now that Emmerich is poking around. What do you know about Emmerich? Emmerich is nothing but a gutless crybaby who likes to poke his nose where it don't belong. He don't like us trapping in the woods. I think he likes animals a little too much, if you get my meaning. No. Save.
I'm on it.
Party, haha. Who are you? Brother's name is Digby, and I have another brother. His name's not Digby, though. It's Dougal. Interesting. What do you do here, Dolan? Catch rabbits in the forest, sometimes elk and bears. What do you know about... What's wrong with Emmerich? There's no negotiating with the trappers.
I'm listening.
Young Ned. Our mateys, how ye be doing? The name's Ned, young Ned. I be the sharpest sailor around these parts. Who be ye? My name is Krell. What do you do in Lonelywood? I row boats out to the great Mere Dalden. I keeps my eye out open for rocks and ice under the water. Some say I'm the best sailor in Icewind Dale since me old Uncle Jed. Ha! Uncle Jed! Uncle Jed from frickin' East Haven. It's a nice boat you're working on. That be Solara. Thom named her after his dead wife. She aren't done yet, though. When Thom finishes her, I can take you out on the lake. The other boats are all just too small, see? What do you know about Lonelywood and the barbarian threat? Oh, I know bits and pieces. Haven't heard much good gossip lately, but I can tell that the 3Ds be rubbing Emmerich's fur the wrong way, though, recently. 3Ds. Dingbat, Dumbbutt, and whatever the big one be called. They be thugs, the worst kind of scum. Emmerich knows they up to no good, only a matter of time. Oh.
Ready.
Did you find father? Yes, I did, and he told me you had no brother, Haley, and that you'd best hurry home. Let him make his stupid barrels all day, because I won't do it. I hate it, and I hate him. I think a young girl could find more amusement in playing pitch pebble or old man's crutch than telling tales to strangers. Those games are for babies, and besides, there's no one here to play with. Except Purvis, and he gets mad when you pitch pebbles at him. There's no other children in town, there's just me. Father's always in the shop making stupid barrels. Mother's always drinking in the inn. There's nothing to do in this stupid town. So what do you do all day? Surely you do not wander town alone. Sometimes in the forest too, but not much. Mostly just in town, by the well sometimes, or Purvis's shack, or I climb up in the tree by the inn. There's a really good view up there. Good view of what? People in town, people in the inn, and things. Things I can't tell you about. Secrets. Secrets like what? Secrets. If I told you, it wouldn't be a secret. If you tell me, I'll give you a shiny gold piece. Let me see it. Here you go. 1 gold for 1 secret. Know that old bag of bones Kieran, the one that bought the inn? No, but go on. Well, you know why he bought the inn? I bet you don't know. Why did he buy the inn? Because he has a magic mirror. I saw him step right through it. He opens it first, but it's like he's walking right through it. That's a mirror. The mirror's a door. Perhaps I'll... telling another tale. It's true. I saw him do it. Through his bedroom window, he walked into the room and opened the mirror. The mirror's a door. Just don't tell him I told you, or else he'll put me in the mirror. Purvis for one, mostly because I wait for him to come out of his shack so I can hit him with prior cones. Who's Purvis? Purvis the Gravedigger. Father says he buries dead people. When I climb, I have a good few inside his house and others. Since he got here, how long has Purvis been here? A couple of weeks, I think. Might be dumb as rocks to think he can make a living out of burying people in Lonelywood. Nobody's died here in years. Other than Purvis, what other things do you see up in the trees? Mean half-headed brothers. I used to see them going and setting traps in the woods. They're going to get in big trouble when Emmerich finds out. Father keeps telling her to be quiet because I might hear, but Mother doesn't care. I think Father doesn't want me to be scared, but I have ears and I'm not dumb. So let's check out the inn. Clearly there's a lot of stuff in here that we need to look at. Let's save. Tunnel Fist. Can't you see I'd be into my cups? Looks like you've seen battle recently. Battle weekends. Know ye of the barbarian camps here to the east? Yes, I've heard the barbarians have gathered nearby. Me and fellows sent by the clan to scout the camp. Damn savages spotted us and set on us like a pack of dogs. We were backed against a bluff with nowhere to run. We knew we were trapped, so we had at 'em. If we were to die, we'd not die alone. All my fellows fell to those savage blades. I knew my time had come. I steadied myself for their blows. Suddenly, like this deep voice booms out and they step back. A giant of a man comes forward and glares at me. He must have been 7 feet tall and he was wearing the markings of a king, carried a double-bladed axe bigger than me. What happened next? Raises his axe, swings at me, almost had me too. He was so fast with the blade, I barely raised my shield in time to block the blow. Last thing I remember was my shield shattering and me falling from the bluff. I woke up in a pile of broken branches in the trees below. They must have broken my fall. I bandaged myself and limped into town. Been here ever since. This is the mother. I'm Krell. Who are you? You're Tibbals Wife? I sleep under his roof at times, but I am his wife, in name only. May his innards freeze and his body be buried in one of his barrels. Sound like you bear little love for your husband. I bear no love for that scarecrow of a man. He dragged me here to the north to nowhere so he could make a few coppers. I could freeze and die. What a fool I was. If your life here is such a burden, why don't you leave? Think I haven't tried? What do you know? The caravans aren't running now. Every man, I bet, promises to take me south and leaves me here. Are you willing to get away from your family in this town so much you would give your body to a stranger? I would sleep with a garrison if it meant warmer climates. And an escape from this frigid hell. Oh my god! Have you no shame, woman? What happened to drive you to such a state? My husband, that fool, brought us here to the north, promising a bright new future. I would do anything to leave it and start anew. then you are the one who must change your life, and looking for others to change it will only dig you deeper. You don't know what it's like. Granted, I do not, but if I were in your position, I would at least try to improve my situation. Oh, she's got no information. I was beginning to think, to wonder, hail, well met, and all that rubbish. My name's Stubbletoes. Hobart Stubbletoes. Must be the legendary heroes of Icewind Dale. Yes, indeed we are. Come a long way to find you. If you are in fact the heroes, then I'm sure you'd be interested in undertaking a dangerous yet potentially rewarding mission. What do you have in mind? There's a ruined castle I know of not far from here. Men whisper that great treasure waits inside, guarded by fell beasts and devious traps. All who have entered have, well, died. It's a very original story, friend. I suppose it's haunted, too. Think you're so smart, do you? Well, there's a reason you always hear stories like this, because they're true. People say the castle just, whoosh, sucks people right in. They never come out again. Where's this castle? I can show you, though. Make some money, save a few people. Maybe some why do you want us to come with you? Maybe you are clever enough. I'm in this purely for the profit. A frugal man can live quite well off scraps of adventures. Nothing wrong with that. I'm trying to remember. Is this a new character? I think this guy's a new character. He has to be. Because I don't recognize any of that in the strategy guide. So let me take a look at the area map. Lonelywood Barbarian Camp. I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna tell him to take me. Lonelywood stream, save. Yes, we were willing to accompany you. Whoa! Not far. Tomorrow's stinking luck to you and all that. Wait, where in Feywarren are we? We're in Anarok. It's a desert. What have you done, Hobart? You wanted to come here, right? You accepted the challenge. Yes? Well, here it is. Wait. Orkwit. Uh-oh. What? Okay, so I'm gonna reload because I have no idea. This is completely unknown to me. Odds are I'll probably do it at a later time. Can you tell me the story of your battle again? Oh no, I already spoke with him. Go. Look here, Master Kieran. They haven't come for the drink. We're on an urgent quest to prevent... A stalwart troop of courageous adventurers on a quest for honor and glory. I was once like you, full of fire and spirit. You speak rather well for a man who admits to being a drunkard. Who are you? Bordeaux of Orkney, wandering bard and failure extraordinaire. Welcome to Lonelywood. Failure? I've been highly successful at failing at whatever task is set before me. Perhaps you might succeed in providing us with a bit of information. Threatening the Dale, 'tis no rumor. Camp nearby. Tell us about yourself. $10 gold. Holy crap, that's a long-ass tail. Some of those dialogue options are kind of funny. So let's get the short of it. A Rose from Murdo. Told us a rather lengthy tale about how he sought to win the hand of a princess by questing for a rose made of ice. Sadly, as we learned from his tale, no such rose exists in the realms. Nevertheless, I suppose it couldn't hurt to keep an eye out for one during our travels. Okay. Kieran Nye. Well met, strangers. Welcome to the Whistling Gallows Inn. I'm Kieran Nye, proprietor of this finest establishment. How may I be of service? Perhaps you could provide a few questions. Your accent sounds strange. Are you from around here? South, from Tethir. Skeld was no man. He was a brutal savage, a half-ogre. He took pleasure in beating unruly patrons. Let's see, let me ask something else. Let's just do lodging for the night. Let's save, and then I'll ask him about the mirror. Perhaps you could answer a few questions for me. Why is there a door hidden behind? Lower your voice, please. I've gone to great lengths to keep that room a secret. Behind that door are the remnants of a life I wish to leave behind. I don't understand. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. What's this all about? So you won't be satisfied until you pry the secret from me. Very well. If you must know, I am in exile from an organization so paranoid and extreme that they would slay me for daring to break their tentacular grasp. The organization is the host of the Tower of the Arcane, based in Luskan. A group of malefic wizards bent on gaining personal power at all costs. I quickly grew tired of their scheming and deigned to leave. Even now they search for me. I hired here in the hope that I can lead a life as carefree as the settlers. Please, my friend, do not tell a soul. You can count on me. In exchange for your silence, you have my eternal gratitude. In addition, I can give you access to some rare and powerful magic devices. Perhaps we'll take you up on your... very well, let me see what you have. Ooh. What's the theorem extracts? Ew. Scarlet Blue Ironstone. Gives +1 intelligence. Jameson Sling, +4 Thaco, so it's just a +4. Holy shit. Some spells. Wish he had a bag of holding. I really miss my bag of holding right now. What is this flying skull? Well, apparently it's a consumable that I can use. Dagger of Safe Harbor. Charged abilities. Odalux Resonant Sphere. Let's see, are there any new spells? Protection from the elements, spell sequencer, Kelbin's warding whip. Interesting. Symbols. Abidalzum's horrid wilting. Bigby's clenched fist. I actually kind of want that, but Jesus Christ, that's expensive. Might have to sell some items soon.
Ready. Done.
Save.
Oh, what do you need me? I guess.
Yes, it shall be done.
I suppose I.
Give that to you. Robe of the neutral Archmagi. Unfortunately, it's still not as... I mean, it's got a better AC, but the problem is like, this gives a bonus to lore, and it lets us cast an extra first level spell, which adds on to the doubling effect from the ring, doubling the amount of first and second level spells we get. I will memorize that.
Here. Orders. Done.
Alright, let's save.
Done.
I am your man. Fine.
A rogue stone. Now, isn't that rare? Those are translocation arrows. It's pretty garbage. Now, aren't you rare? Let me save this, because I want to try something. Won't let me pickpocket the sleeping dwarf. Eh.
I'm listening. Agreed.
Really? I have a sneaking suspicion that that's pretty much the same. Alright, since we're no longer in the Dale, we don't technically need all of those. Well, at least the original Dale. Definitely don't need all these badges.
Ready. Here. I'm on it.
Alright, who has extra junk that we don't need?
Ahwati time.
Traveler's robes. Also trash.
Orders? I'm on it.
Alright, let's go back to...
Done. Agreed.
Let's quickly save.
Done.
I was speaking to Cooper Tibbals Dunn. It seems to me his business could use some encouragement. I was meaning to speak to him. I've heard that Targos to the south is making plans to expand their shipping trade. I'm sure he'll appreciate the advice. Before I go, could you provide me with healing services? I don't know if I want to... 300? Jesus.
I'm listening. Done.
I'm here. Watch this.
Valdemar is a country-grown man, simple as dirt. He likes to think he's above everyone else because he's got some coin. Someday I'd like to see a smart halfling come in here and show these bumpkins a thing or two about how to run a small town. There is humility and simplicity. You're right, but Valdemar's certainly not humble. He's just a dolt. Likes to think he's important, but he's the only representative of the smallest of the 10 towns. Marketplace is in Amon Dwarf, this burg.
Ready.
I suppose I'm fine.
Let me save. I want to see what he has in his chests. Ah, Gaddock saved versus a spell.
Here. I'm on it.
Save, since there was a deadly, semi-deadly trap that could have been a problem. Alright, so we have not been to this building yet. Let's save.
Agreed.
Arden Thurlow. Alright, who has the highest charisma in this party? Really, the druid does, so does the elf.
What is it you yes.
I beg your pardon, but I do not recall giving you leave to enter my home. My apologies, we did not mean to intrude. Yes, well, it's bad enough we must live amongst the filth and squalor of this miserable place. I take it you don't get very many guests. Hardly. Only the occasional boorish tradesman that shuffle in to beg my husband for business. Although he did have one guest stay with us several nights ago. Queer fellow, that one. Yes, we heard. He was a representative from the 10 Towns Council, was he not? I couldn't say. I hardly spoke more than 2 words to him. Baldemar ushered him up to his private study the moment he arrived. 2 of them were up all night talking, and then he was off the next morning. What did he look like? Southern gentleman, I believe. Rather tall, fairly handsome, wore a patch over one eye. Yes, it didn't suit him at all. Made him seem somewhat roguish. What sort of business is your husband in? He's a cartwright by trade. He made his fortune by supplying caravan wagons to the trading costers in the region. Judging by the size of your home, I'd say wagon making must be a lucrative business in these parts. He doesn't build wagons any longer, now that he has been elected to serve as Lonelywood's representative to the council of the 10 towns. Such a menial labor is beneath his station. Where can we find your husband? He's always upstairs in his study, scribbling in his ridiculous ledgers. I wish he hadn't gone into that room.
I am your man. I guess.
Is there any way you could get out of this room so I can, like, rob it? Come on, you stupid lady. Thank you. Holy crap! Potions! Really good ones, too.
Orders?
Save.
Agreed.
So many I guess.
I'm listening. I'm on it.
Really, it auto-saved coming up here.
At your service. Yes.
Why, hello there. I heard there were strangers in town. Welcome. Baldemar Thurlow at your service. What sort of business brings you to Lonelywood? We are here to prevent war between the barbarian tribes and the 10 towns. I see. Well, it certainly is reassuring to have a brave band of adventurers such as yourselves in town. If those hairy brutes do decide to attack Lonelywood, we'll need every sword we can get to aid in the defense. Perhaps you can tell us more about the barbarian threat. I can tell you the situation is grim. Barbarians have raised an army and are marching against the 10 towns. Our town is cut off from aid. We can expect no reinforcements. We learned there's a camp nearby. Do you know where it is? Camp, you say? Afraid I don't know anything about that. Perhaps you can tell us more about barbarian threat. Let me ask you something else. We heard about a one-eyed stranger stayed as your guest recently. Is it true he was a delegate sent by the 10 towns? As a matter of fact, he was. He stopped here in Lonelywood on his way to the barbarian camp. As the town representative, I thought it was my duty to aid his mission by providing food and lodging. I thought you said it was cut off from aid. How did he manage to get through to Lonelywood? It's a good question. To be honest, I haven't the slightest clue how he made it through. He arrived alone, though. Perhaps he managed to slip past the barbarians undetected. Perhaps. You said he was on his way to the barbarian camp. You told us you didn't know anything about a camp. Of course I knew about it. My memory serves me. You specifically asked if I knew the location of the camp. I do not. The delegate did not share that information with me. Oh, this guy is very dodgy.
For what do you need me now? I guess.
Let's save. I don't like this guy. Council letter. Official correspondence has been elegantly penned in ink and bears the official seal of the town of Targos. To Lonelywood Council Representative Thurlow, all is proceeding as planned. We have acquired the necessary talent for our venture. Once the final preps have been made, our man will depart immediately for Lonelywood. Expect him to make contact very soon. Remember our discussion. There is much at stake, and we are counting on your cooperation.
Ready. I'm on it.
I suppose fine.
Some conspiracy shit going on here, and I don't like it.
Here. Done. Done.
Well, let's go tell Tybalt about Targos.
Agreed.
Wife and daughter. What about them? It's obvious your family is troubled, Tybalt. Your work eats much of your time with little gain, and your daughter and wife suffer from your lack of fortune and neglect. I'm not here to preach, but to offer a possible solution. You labor here under Baldamar's thumb, but perhaps there are opportunities elsewhere. What do you mean? I spoke to the priest of Joaquin, Quinn Silverfinger. He said there's an opportunity for a skilled cooper in Targos. Targos, but all the caravan masters that have come to Lonelywood speak to Baldamar first, Tybalt. It is not surprising that you have not heard of this. I will look into it. Should the roads become free of the barbarians, I shall take my business and family south. I will see to the barbarians, Tybalt. Good fortunes. Alright, so we took care of that.
Agreed.
Alright, so let's go back to the Temple of Joaquin and sell... Actually, I wonder if we can get a better rate from the innkeeper.
I'm on it.
See some of your special goods. It's better by 50 gold, but not much. Quinn's fancy sling. +5, +3. Interesting. Holy crap, 99? That's an insane amount. I'm gonna sell that because I don't really want it. Sell the gems. I'm gonna keep the rogue stone. Rogue stones have a use, or do potentially have a use. I don't know if I want to sell. I'm kind of torn on what I want to do with the staff. I'm gonna keep the staff just because it has flame arrows on it as a charge. Although I don't really need flame arrow because I have a ton of acid arrow, so if I ever come into contact with a troll, I can just deal with it like that. Not to mention he's got the troll slaying bastard sword, so I think we'll just off the staff. I do want to compare slings though. Not that it matters, he'll never use a sling. At least as long as he has this mage dagger, he'll never use a sling, sadly. Just because it lets him cast extra spells. Because technically this is better. Yeah, and it also increases his defense too. It's just strictly better. So we'll sell the Edley sling.
Orders?
At least we're back up to
I'm
like
on it.
50 grand.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Services. Sell. That's Cressalax plate armor. Sell those. Bitch Queen's Envoy. Don't know if I want to sell those just yet. I definitely want the Joaquin's Defender, because that has the potential to be super, super good. Pick up the Bracers AC 6, because those might actually be useful. That's what I thought. So that's +3, +2 versus missile. Saving throws +2, magic resist +4, +4. Okay, so I was wrong. The shield's actually not that great for us. So let's take a look at the weapons we're using. These are all bastard swords, which is fine. We'll probably keep using the +3 defender just because of our AC. Troll Slayer, Cressalax. So let's put the cell stuff on the right side. His inventory is full. Healing services. Alright, that's a longsword. Longsword. Oh, that's good against salamanders. I'll probably need to keep that. Sell the scimitar. Don't need the axe. Helmet. Done. put all the long swords on the rogue. I'm gonna keep Misery's Herald because that's good against elves. There's a chance we might need to kill some elves. I'm gonna keep the 2 spears on her because we might have a chance where we need the frost damage. Let's see. Morning Star of the Gods. It's definitely one that she needs to keep. Sanctified Warhammer. What level? It's +2. Keep those on her, definitely. That can probably be sold. Yeah, that's definitely can be sold. Robes, definitely we can get rid of. Sell the arrow.
I am your man.
Sell a robe. Sell the elven chainmail. It's useless. Alright, so now we have to figure out... Let's figure out the 2-handed weapons. Cairn Blade, it's just a +4 sword, 2-handed sword. That does cold damage. I'll keep that on her just in case we need cold damage. Short bow can be offed. Alright, so we have the Restored Blade of Aeonin +5. And then we're also using Erevian's Broadsword +2. Save verse wand, acid resist. We're keeping the Alamion +3. It's a +3 long sword, but it's +5 against salamanders. Hold fast. Now his proficiencies. He does have longsword proficiency. Let's see, short sword of health, short sword of action. So 7 to 14, and then 5 to 11. Okay, so it is just better to have the long swords. So we can get rid of the short swords then. He's full on inventory, so I'll just put that there at the end.
I'm listening. I'm on it.
Gonna keep the hammer versus golems just in case we come up against them again. I'm gonna keep redemption just in case. Let's sell the short sword.
Ready.
Alright, we've sold everything we don't need to keep.
Agreed.
Let's see if there's anything on here that we want. What is the 3 white doves? a mace with a ton of abilities. Jesus Christ. Kinetic spear. Amanotter's Legacy. It's a bastard sword. Not usable by chaotic. Interesting.
Here. I'm on it.
Studded leather. She clearly doesn't have studded leather. +1 to my knowledge. Cannot be equipped. Cloak. I understand.
Orders? Agreed.
Yeah, cloak is preventing her using it. That's fine. That's fine.
I'm listening. Done.
Alright.
Agreed.
I think we have done everything we can in town. Oh. I guess we'll use that then.
I'm on it.
Alright, the barbarian camps. Alright, the barbarian camp. You're not welcome here, Outlander. Away with you. I am here to see your leader. No one sees Wolfdane without good cause. What do you want of him? I'm a delegate from the 10 towns. They wish to sue for peace. So, the spineless fishmongers want peace, do they? I would hardly call them spineless simply because they have no taste for war. If they had a backbone, they'd stand before Wolfdane themselves. Instead, they send a stranger. How do you know I'm not from the 10 towns? Your look, your bearing, you are no city dweller. Anyone with a keen eye can see that. I see. I'd like to see Wolfdane. Very well, I'll take you before him. Come. He's getting caught up because of the boots' speed. Uh-oh. That could have been real bad.
I announce Wolfdane, blessed and guided by the spirit of Jared, once king of the tribe of the bear, now king of the tribe of the great worm, son of Faengar the fearless, slayer of the dwarven spy in single combat with a single stroke of his blade, slayer of the great bear.
Enough. Your words honor me, but they are wasted on these outlanders. They know nothing of our ways and must surely find such things tedious.
I would be honored to hear of your deeds, Wolfdane.
Then perhaps at another time you shall. For now, however, I would know why you have come before me.
I'm a delegate from the 10 towns. They wish to sue for peace.
I was not aware that our peoples were at war. Perhaps the fact that savages have gathered at your doorstep prompted your visit.
With respect, Wolfdane, the tribes have gathered and attacked the 10 towns before. The people of the 10 towns wish to avoid any further confrontation.
With respect? An interesting word for an outlander to use. Is this the same respect shown to us when the 10 towns stole our lands?
10 towns are small, and the tundra is large. Surely there's enough room for all to coexist in peace.
Room for all? Your civilization has spread across Faerun like a plague of locusts. To the east, west, and south, the land reeks with the stench of your city. Here in the north, the land remained pure until your people discovered the fish of the lakes. Now your pestilence strikes here as well. What new discovery will lead your people even further into our lands? What other treasures will you steal from us? No, there will be no room for my people here. You will press on, driving us further north, until the land ends and the cold kills us.
You could formalize a treaty with the 10 towns, setting limits on any future expansion.
We have no interest in treaties or in setting limits. Instead, we will take back what is rightfully ours. Only then will we be safe.
It is not the intention of the 10 towns to drive your people away, Wolfdane.
So you say, Outlander, but you know nothing of what you speak. My people have already been driven far from their ancestral lands. One only needs to look at a map to see the truth of my words. Our tribes once roamed freely from the spine of the world in the south to the endless sea in the north. Now, we cannot travel south beyond Kelvin's cairn without your leave. Fully half of our ancestral lands are denied us.
I cannot deny your words, Wolfdane. I can only ask that our two peoples find some common ground to build a foundation of peace upon.
Well said, Outlander. So, what common ground should we build this foundation upon? Would trade suffice? No. We are a simple people, with nothing that you would find of value. Cultural ties, perhaps? No. We are nomadic in nature, and cannot abide the confining cities in which you thrive. Spiritually? No. Even now, our most holy site, Jared Stone, is denied to us, sealed away beneath an Outlander temple.
Outlander Temple? Jared Stone lies beneath the Temple of Tempus. Is he not your deity as well?
We worship Tempus, not Tempus. Your people have even gone so far as to change his name and deny us even that small link.
It's only a name, Wolfdane. He's still the same god, and he's still revered by both peoples.
So you feel names and titles have no value, Outlander? To us, a name defines us as a people and carries with it honor and respect. Yet you would dare to make light of it, even when a god's name is concerned. You insult us.
Wolfdane, I've tried to reason with you, but you persist in twisting my words. Is there no way we can bring peace between our people?
If I believed you to be a delegate of the 10 towns that you claim to be, then we could come to terms. However, you are not what you seem, Outlander.
What do you mean?
Look at you. Are armor and blades the trappings of a diplomat? I think not. It is more likely that you are an assassin, sent to slay me, just like the last delegate sent by the 10 towns. You will find his head outside my tent.
I'm not an assassin,
Then
Wolfdane.
you are a spy sent by the 10 towns to learn of our strengths and weaknesses. In either case, I cannot let you leave this tent alive.
Stay your hand, mighty Wolfdane. These strangers bear our people no malice, upon my oath. I know this, for it was I who bade them to appear before this council.
I see. Tell me, Yoldair, why would you do such a thing?
Their coming was foretold by a vision. I have been to the other side, great king. The spirits have shown me these heroes and other images that speak the will of Tempus. If Tempus has called these strangers to us, then surely we cannot dishonor ourselves by slaying them within the hallowed halls of Hengoro.
Very well. If it is the will of Tempus, then I will hear more of it. Tell me of your vision, Yoldair. Why are these outlanders among our people?
I do not know. The vision was unclear as to what purpose they must serve, but it must...
Unclear? You dare to stand before me, speak the will of Tempus, and yet you are unclear as to what our Lord demands? How can you wear the mantle of a shaman if his voice does not ring true throughout your very being? I will hear nothing more from you, Yoldair. You have failed your people and me. From this day forward, you shall be exiled to the Burial Isle. Contemplate your failure until you join with our ancestors. As for these outlanders, I will not contest even the flawed vision of a shaman. If it is the will of Tempus that they live, then so be it. Remove them from my sight.
Ugh. Well, clearly that didn't go as well as we had planned. Oh my eyes keep watering. Bold Outlander, you'll go no further than this. Wolfdane has ordered your death, and I am to see it done. Why has he ordered my death? I do not know. It's not my place to question Wolfdane. Shaman Yoldair was banished to the Burial Isle. What will happen to him? Burial Isle is a bleak place. He'll either starve, or the cold will kill him. Why can't he just leave the isle? The only way off that island is by boat, and there are none. Were he to try to swim to the shore, the water's chill would surely kill him. Where's the Burial Isle located? Middle of the lake near Lonely Wood, some distance from the shore, and can only be reached by boat. Is it your place to question the visions of your shaman? They are the voice of Tempus. Through their visions, we know his will. I do not question the will of Tempus. Shaman Yoldair saw my coming in a vision. He says I am destined for some greater purpose. Yes, I was at the audience when he spoke of before Wolfdane. If it is the will of Tempus that I serve a greater purpose, then attacking me is tantamount in defying him. Tempus is the Lord of Battles. Perhaps you are destined for some greater purpose, and this battle is to test your mettle in his eyes. Let us see. To arms. So be it. Alright, first off, people leveled up. Let's see, what... I guess we just continue with longsword. Oh, my eyes keep watering.
Give the word.
Something amiss?
Yes. It shall be done.
So many jobs, so
Ready.
time.
Your desire.
I can't remember how tough.
Things should liven things up.
What is it you require? Yes.
Orders?
Death comes for you.
At your service.
Wait, why did it pause? So they're not that difficult. And they're worth a
I'm listening.
cool 6,000.
I'm on it.
What do they drop? Gems. Drop the pelt. I'm not picking up those potions. Those potions are a waste of space, honestly. Alright, so they weren't that guarded.
I'm on it.
I'm curious. I want to talk to... Talk to the not the fisherman, the bowman. Alright, so let's see if Emmerich Hawk has any other... Answer a few questions. Actually, let's see if the
You have my
druid makes a
undivided.
difference.
I will do so.
Answer... Tell me again about the wolf that attacked you. Kill it? No. Cut was deep enough. Else. See what he has for sale. Stormbow +2. Eh. He's got some really nice ammunition. Really give us any more information.
Ready. Done. Done.
So right now the best thing we can do is just wait, rest, while I have it on my mind. Don't really need the pelt, that's just gonna take up space.
Find a secluded place to camp. The Shadow's called.
I'm on it.
Place for the few questions. Lodging for the night. He clearly is not gonna have. Oh, really?
I am in need of a good night's rest.
It's always you two. Save.
I'm on it. Done.
It's exactly what I knew would happen. That jackass Emmerich keeps us from trapping, and now some animal rips Digby apart. Weak little ranger's gonna get his next. My brother goes out drunk to check on the traps the other night. Doesn't come back. I go out with Dolan and we find him dead with his throat torn out.
Done.
So I'm wondering how many nights I have to sleep in town to unveil this story, because if I remember correctly, Emmerich is actually a werewolf, and eventually all the different brothers, the trappers, either get killed off. Ooh. Lodging for the night.
I'm on it.
Save.
I'm on it.
Perhaps you could answer a few questions. We heard one of the trappers in town was found dead in the forest. You know anything about it? I asked Digby. I wasn't surprised to hear an animal killed him. He brought it on himself, you know. I warned him and his brothers about excessive trapping in the forest. Now it seems the forest has exacted its revenge. Is it possible that the same wolf attacked you is also responsible for Digby's murder? I believe it's the same great white wolf, though I would hardly call it murder. I'd say it was more like self-defense. Digby and his brothers have taken enough wolf pelts to clothe an entire tribe of barbarians.
Agreed.
Alright, so let's see if the boat maker can get us over to the Black Isle. Or the Dead Isle, or the Burial Grounds, that's what it is. Can you take me to the Burial Isle? Aye, wait, no. What do you be wanting to go out there for? Only the dead are on that isle, and they aren't moving. They aren't moved on just yet, if you get my meaning. It's very important. Fine, fine. I suppose I can take you. Do you want to go now? Yes. Whoa, that was quick. No intro, no nothing, no save screen. Just there. Alright. Been streaming for 2 hours. I'm going to take a quick BRB. Figure out why my eyes are watering. Refresh my drink. Stretch legs. Go to the restroom. Now I would suggest it's a good time as any for everyone else to do the same. So, we will be right back. I'm back,
I'm on it.
and we're ready to take on the Burial Isle. Alright, so we've landed in the bottom right corner. Let's save, or let's start a save slot. Oh, Barrow Whites. Oh, someone's casting spells. Let's cast some creatures.
What do you want?
Whoa.
Can I help? I'll take
Who's
care of
casting spells?
I await your instructions.
I suppose I'm free to do your dirty work.
it. Do you need me? I'll take care of it.
Ooh, someone leveled up. Oh, it's the priest. No? Ah, the rogue leveled up. Alright. Interesting. So they're actually taking a decent amount of damage.
I'm on it.
So they're using a lot of decayed gear. Alright, before I explore or go into the barrows, I definitely want to explore the surface first. Burning pit contains the remains of several humans. Appears to be recently used.
What is it you... It shall be done.
To your grave.
Name your task.
At your service.
Really, guys?
Keep to the shadows, friend. Ah, get your neck fire.
To the butcher's work, then.
Something amiss? Immediately.
So many
Your
to
time
pay.
draws near. I'm here.
I am ready as always.
Let's get some heals.
Be tainted
Ready. Agreed.
Save. Alright, let's save here, because if I remember correctly, There's a necromancer inside this tower. Greetings, adventurers. I'm Edian. What brings you to the burial isle? What's wrong? Are you sick? Most perceptive. Yes, I am ill. It has been bothering me for about a year now, but it will end soon. End soon? What do you mean? I was once a wizard, a necromancer. I was the ally of knights and kings in a nation far to the south. It's part of many a great horrible adventures that seems so long ago now. What happened? 3 years ago, as part of a struggle to protect Tether from a bleak cabal of wizards and murderous thugs. Individually, they were not powerful. However, they were well organized and had access to devastating magical rituals. Kind of rituals. The most powerful of these rituals was a ceremony that involved dozens of blood sacrifices and days of arcane observances. Performed this ritual to eliminate me. Most direct threat to their ascendancy. What was the result? I am infected by a negative energy. No way to be rid of it. Short divine intervention. Casting spells quickens the pace of the disease, causing pain, rage, and eventually death. Is there any way to cure the disease? Only a deity has the power to cure my ailment. However, I am content to simply live out the rest of my days on the isle. The fish are plentiful, visitors are not, and it is a quiet place to die, so a few men could ask for more, so you're just going to let yourself die. Death is change, but it is not the end. Every man is responsible for his own life. I choose to let mine run its course. Do not worry about me. There are far more fish in the lake than there are sunsets life left in my life. You must have collected. Would you be willing to part with any of them? Yes, but I am far more interested in buying magical weapons and armor than selling my magic items. Spirits on this island appreciate gifts in the form of a fine sword or a stout suit of armor. Let's see what you have. Beyond Swing of Wizardry. Double the number of 5th level wizard spells. Yes, please. Spellcaster Academy Ring. Save Bless Spell. Yeah. Cyclocone. Properly a hat, not a helm. +1 AC. Charged ability of Whirlwind. Girdle of Ogre Blood. Regenerates 1 HP per every 5 rounds. Charged ability. Summon 5 ogres per day. That's funny. What does he have in high-end spells? Summon Freet, Jin, Hekashar. Limited Wish. Freaking insane spells. Black Blade of Disaster. +5 weapon deals 2d12 damage to its victims. 10% chance every hit. The sword drains 4 levels from the target. Heals the wielder 20 points. Whoa! That's an insane spell. Digby's Crushing Hand. Be better if he had Time Stop. Oh, man. Okay, I see what's so expensive. The 2 rings. Technically, I don't really need that ring. Kind of want the belt, though. Oops, I didn't even purchase it. Definitely want the ring. Want the spells. Let's go back to those. Black Blade of Disaster sounds awesome, and Bigby's Crushing Hand. Regens 1 HP per 5 rounds. Alright, let's look at the insane amount of spells he has. Alright, look at that. Cone of Cold. Spell Shield. Yeah, that works. Of course, that's in the final, in that spot. Okay. What belt is he using? Strength equals 19. She definitely could use that belt that regens because she definitely takes a lot of damage.
Done. Orders? Agreed.
Tell us about your past. What happened? Oh, that's the ritual story. What do you know about the island? Barbarians use this island to bury their heroes and chieftains. Most of them are buried underground, but eventually they've ran out of room and can occasionally bury their heroes on the surface. Recently, something happened on the island that angered the spirits. I believe it was caused by the appearance of an evil spirit. I cannot say for certain. Is there anything that can be done to pacify the spirits? It's possible, but I doubt it. Barbarians have very strong beliefs about sanctity. Once something or someone is tainted in their eyes, it's hard to be redeemed. Alright, let's save. Rest. Alright, so the Necromancer's Tower serves as a resting spot. Now, the one thing about the burial isle that's interesting to note is it's tiered. There's several different entrances into the barrows. Let's hold... Oh, there's the shaman.
Give the word.
This one's mine.
Do you need me? I'll take care of it.
Ready.
Alright. Having monsters to run interference is definitely helpful. So there's apparently another Barrows entry all the way up. Let's save. Polar Bear Spirit, trespassers. You are foreigners, not dead and tainted by evil. Leave now. You make the spirits angry. Tainted by evil? What do you mean? Souls are diseased. Your presence on this island angers the dead. Leave now or I will tear you apart. Is there anything we can do to make things right? I do not know. I am a beast gifted with speech to honor my strength. I protect this island from trespassers. Leave now. I have business on this island. I will not leave until I have finished it. You will not leave. You will join the dead. You know, can't you guys just see that I want to...
Here I come to the
Oh, really?
To the butcher's work, then.
Son of a
To the
bitch.
butcher, this one. Here I come. And the hells come. This one. Here I come. And the hells come with me. Here, this one's mine.
Wait, why can he not move? His ability score is drained.
Orders?
Yes. Yes.
Oh! Oh, come on!
I'm listening. Here I come to the butcher's work, then.
What is it you
Here
Insist
I
on
come.
receiving some aid.
The hells come.
Not quite sure what happened there.
Yes.
Kyo. Ready. Agreed.
What do you mean? Okay.
Alright, so the key is avoid the initial attack.
Here.
To the pain.
The butcher's work, then.
Something amiss? Here?
Orders?
May the gods have mercy.
What is it you... It shall be done.
I must insist on receiving some your desire, indeed.
I'm listening.
I'm here.
Can I help?
Ready.
At your service.
Let's make some more creatures. Alright, now that she's healed.
You have my undivided
Do you need me?
vita mortis.
Here. This one's mine.
I suppose I'm fine.
Orders?
Alright.
Name your task.
Vita mortis.
save.
Ready. Agreed. Here. Agreed.
Seal the faded blood that decorate its gray surface. So it's a sacrifice. It's another way into the barrows. There's a lot of different entries into the barrows. Large piles of rocks from the cairns of the fallen. Leave this place, outsider. The living are not welcome here. Why are we not welcome? Not long ago, one of our chieftains rose from his barrow, possessed by a foreign spirit. His spirit left a black mark on this land, like a wild wolf's footprint in the snow. You carry the same mark on you. Is there any way to get rid of this mark and restore sanctity to the island? Do not ask foolish questions. The sanctity of our holy sites is like the virginity of those who lie with our dead chieftains. Once it is lost, nothing can be done to restore it. Spoiled fish will never be fresh again. As for the mark, find he who carries the spirit, destroy the spirit, and you will eventually be cleansed. Go now. I have more questions for you. When I told you that the living were not welcome here, you must not have understood. Leave, tainted outlanders. I will leave. Farewell. Oh, drowned dead.
May the gods
Time to come this way outside.
Orders?
Say, oh, we're still technically in combat.
Give the word.
Vita Mortis.
Oh!
Can I help? Immediately. Do you need me? Face me if you dare.
I'm listening.
You would do well to fear a
Name your
woman's
task.
wrath.
Ready.
He certainly likes to resist damage.
I'm on it.
Yes.
Here. Done.
What is it? It shall be done.
A little fire and lightning should liven things up.
Orders?
Alright, so I believe we've cleared as much as we can of the surface. Apparently, you can destroy the shaman. The only question I have is there a benefit to doing so? So let's enter in down here.
I am your man.
Something amiss? Your time draws near.
I'm listening.
At your service. Yes.
You would do well to fear a woman's wrath.
Face me if you dare.
Oops. Want to cast some summon creatures.
Ready.
Ah, level ups. Excellent. 3? Well then. Let's try two-handed. Why not? She gained an extra spell. Haven't seen the spell actually be good at all. But he takes damage from it at all, which is sad and just frustrating. Actually, let's make that...
Here.
I'm not in combat.
Agreed.
There we go.
So many jobs. So, yes.
Ooh.
Can I help? Immediately.
What do you need me now?
May the gods have mercy on you.
I'm
Nope,
listening.
nope.
I'm on it.
Stay put.
Ready. Here. Agreed.
Oh, shit.
Do you need me?
I suppose I'm free to do your dirty work. Okay.
Your time draws near.
I am your man.
Alright,
Name your
first let's
task.
heal.
Vita Mortis. What do you want? Vita Mortis. Vita Mortis.
Save.
Something amiss?
So many jobs. So okay.
Can I help?
What do you need me now? Yes.
Do you need me? I'll take care of it.
I suppose I'm free to do your dirty fine.
Orders? To the butcher's work, then.
Let's summon an elemental.
This one is mine.
I am your man. Okay.
Name your task. Here? Something amiss. Immediately.
Okay. What do you need me now?
Ready. Agreed.
Save. Alright. Nope. Nope. Alright, as much as I didn't want to. I was hoping I could get away with that trick, but it seems like every time I try, they're gonna keep spawning.
Done. I'm on it. Here I come, and the hells come with me. I'm on it.
Something amiss?
For what do you need me now?
Yes.
No. Uh-oh.
I suppose I'm free to do your dirty work. I am your man. I guess.
Ready. Done. Here.
What is it you require? As
Face
you
me
wish.
if you dare.
At your service.
Orders? I'm on it.
So many jobs, so little time.
As you wish.
I'm listening.
A little fire and lightning should liven things up.
Can I help?
For what do you need me now?
Ready. Here. Done.
Head and claws of a monstrous sculpture are covered by molten wax as it watches over a collection of burial offerings. I'm just curious.
I suppose I'm free to hide.
Okay, so I can basically steal unimpeded.
Orders? Done.
Yes.
I'm listening. Ready. This one's mine.
Here?
What is it you require?
It's cast some monsters on the bridge. Uh-oh.
So many
At your service.
Name your task.
As you wish.
Well, you just made me waste a spell. I'm upset.
Here. This one's mine. I'm on it.
I suppose I'm free to do your dirty work. I guess.
Yes.
Orders?
Your desire.
Vita Mortis. Vita Mortis.
I'm on it. This one's mine.
The strangest at best. I am your man. Fine.
Battle Axe plus 3 fatigue. 20% chance that target is slowed for 2 rounds. Fire darts. Burnout arrows. Young Rage plus 5. 5% chance per hit that the wielder goes Zerk for 1 minute. Doesn't really sound like a great item.
Ready. Agreed.
What is it you require? As
Your
you wish.
time draws near.
Here. Agreed.
So many jobs.
You have my
so
undivided attention.
time.
Vita Mortis.
Give the word.
I Vita Mortis. Vita Mortis.
Agreed.
Tainted Outlanders, leave this place at once. Your presence defiles the already corrupted barrow of my Lord Wolfdane. What happened here? Our Lord and Master Wolfdane has risen from the sleep of death, the sleep from which no man should awaken. His rising compelled us to return to the burial isle. It was not his spirit that lived in the body, it was a poisoned soul, corrupt. Leave now, no more questions. You must depart immediately or face the wrath of his tomb's guardians. Why does our presence anger you? If you will not respect the purpose of the burial chamber, you will join the dead in serving as its guardians. Ugh, I just want to figure out what the fuck happened.
At your service.
No, that probably won't work on them.
I shall see you to your grave.
Shit.
Here. Done.
Yes.
Your time draws near.
Orders? I'm listening. Agreed.
Wolfdane's tribal insignia. This is a large metal disc set on a chain. Features the symbol of Wolfdane's tribe, the tribe of the bear. It appears to have been deliberately defaced with a sharp object.
Ready. Done.
Face me if you dare.
What is it you... As you wish.
Here.
What do you need me
Orders?
now?
Your desire.
Done. This will be
Silent
mine.
blade cuts best.
I'm listening. Ready.
At your service.
Here.
Something amiss?
What do you want? Consider it done.
You have my undivided attention.
Need time. More time.
You must insist on receiving some aid.
I'll be getting out of this.
Ah! Oh, load.
Agreed.
Man, this area is rough.
Yes. What is it you... As you wish.
Here. I'm on it.
At your service.
Quick. Let's work. Oh, what do you need quickly? Quietly, there goes the blade. Let's I suppose I'm
Orders?
free to do your dirty work.
Agreed. I'm listening. Done. Ready. Agreed.
Alright, let's save real quick. Let's make our way out, rest, and then we can clear the rest of this.
Done.
One way that might be a good way to do this is once we clear off one level of the barrow dens, we can go in through one of the other entrances. Let's sell him magic items. Whew, that's expensive. I'm gonna sell it because I don't really feel like sending my guys into a fit of rage. Cynicism +4. Vine traps, knock once per day. It's a longsword. It's actually a really good longsword. It's good for our thief. He loses the +1 to his AC, however, that actually is really good.
Here. Agreed. Orders?
Save.
Agreed. I'm on it.
Oh my god! I just realized. Transferred Ilfin spirit from the host gem into the sword. It's a talking sword. Oh no, it's not. The sword is enchanted to make him talk shit. Okay. Oh, that's hilarious. I actually don't know if that affects his ability in stealth. That's hilarious.
Done.
Something amiss?
I'm listening. To the butcher's work, then.
A little fire and lightning
Can I
should
help?
liven things up.
Ready.
I am your man. Yes.
Do you need me? Immediately.
So many jobs.
Here.
So... Ow! What would lead me
Name your tag. Here.
I'm here.
Something amiss? I'll take care of it.
Orders?
Can I help?
I'm listening.
I suppose I'm free to do your dirt fine.
Ready. I'm on it.
I am your... Okay.
Shit! Motherfucker. Alright, this shit better been worth that fucking trap, because that hurt. Sivian's Club. It's just a +5 club.
Give the word.
Vita Mortis.
Alright.
So many jobs, so little time. Fine.
Do you need me? Immediately.
Here.
For what do you need me fine? Keep the Shadow's friend, and the battle will be won.
Alright, what's in this tomb? Alright, so that's trapped. That sounded like a dagger. Oh, the robe of blur. Jesus. know exactly what this robe is. Cloak of Displacement. What does this do for him? Oh, but that gives him such an amazing... Alright, so we'll just put that on him. He's constantly displaced. Blood Iron +4. Each hit heals 3 points in the wielder. So the damage minimum goes up slightly on the offhand if we use a lighter short sword. As did the Thaco. I'll leave it on him just in case. Running out of arrows. Supply.
Orders?
I suppose I'm free to do your dirty work.
I'm listening. I'm on it.
Nope, save. Let's kill the whale down here.
Ready. I'm on it.
More natives come to die. Very well, know this. I am Vexing Thoughts Glebrizu, and commander of the 6021st Maine Battalion. Who are you? I've already given my identity. You shall know me as Vexing Thoughts. My true name is for me alone. No weaklings shall command me. What are you doing in a suit of armor? I'm not in a suit of armor, you jesting ape. I am the suit of armor. Stupid relative of yours called me here and bade me change into this form. Over time, he forgot my true name, and I turned him into a splattering of viscera on the walls. Mwahaha. The same shall happen to all who slight me. Let this be a warning to you, tiny fleshlings. The form suit of armor. Previous owner demanded to take form, but over the years forgot Vexing Thought's true name. 3. Farewell, creature. What does the book suggest to do with him? 7i. Initiate dialogue. It's a demon, okay. Do not attempt to don the armor or take it in any way. You can inquire into the nature of the demon, but taking the armor under the wrong circumstances will set your character up for irrevocable death at the hands of the sly creature. The demon is quick-witted and speaks with deceptive, misleading words, though it does not tell outright lies. It only omits important details. Once you found out that the mage who originally summoned Vexing Thoughts forgot the demon's name and died because of it, excuse yourself from the discussion. Now that you know the demon has a name, it can be used to control him. It's time to find out what the name is. Oh! You have to cast Contact Other Plane. I don't have that spell. Doesn't seem like there's any payoff to the demon. Because the armor eventually will kill you.
I shall see you to your grave.
Yeah, it shall be done.
What do you want this?
No.
Here. Agreed.
Save.
Your time draws near.
What is it? It shall be done.
Ready? I'm listening. I'm on it.
Oh, you idiot.
At your service.
Can't believe you just let yourself get caught.
Here?
Something wrong?
I am
You fail to feel what threat.
its work.
Something amiss?
Hmm?
Your desire.
Alright, heal the idiot.
Ready.
Yes. It shall be done.
Oops.
Death comes for you.
Butcher's work
Do
then.
you need me? I'll take care of it.
This one's mine.
Ooh.
What is it you require? As you wish.
So many Japan. Quick. Lay to its work.
Alright, let's have him drink the elixir.
Keep the machine.
At your service.
Orders?
Hmm?
The silent blade cuts this.
Oh, of course you get the stupid spellcaster.
My undivided.
Yes.
I'm listening.
What is it you require? Yes.
I'm here.
I await your instructions.
Your instructions are to heal the city.
Ready. I'm on it.
Save.
Here.
Oh.
I'm on it.
Give the word.
Vita mortis.
Orders.
At your service. As
Face
you
me
wish.
if you dare.
I'm listening. Agreed.
It shall be done.
Ready. Here. Done.
Save. Nope, save.
Oh, what? You need me now? Yes.
Man, plenty of gems.
Orders. Agreed.
What's this? More spirits come to torment my treasonous heart. Begone, vengeful ghosts. Allow me to endure my shame in peace.
We're no ghosts, Yoldir. We're flesh and blood, just like you.
How can this be? Wolfdane expelled you from the camp. Your quest was over before it began. Why have you come to this place?
Wolfdane did more than just expel us. He tried to have us killed.
Please, try not to judge my people so harshly. It was my foolishness that put your lives in danger. It is only right that I remain exiled here until death frees me.
Look, we've come a long way to find you. We're not about to just give up and go
My
home.
fate has been decreed by Wolfdane. An honest man accepts all judgments of his chosen king.
What if we were to tell you Wolfdane isn't who he claims to be?
The king is false? How is this known to you?
We have spoken with the spirits of this island. They have told us that the spirit that inhabits Wolfdane's body is corrupted by
Yes.
evil.
I see. It is this corruption that has placed the spirits in turmoil. These visions I have had of late are the manifestations of their anguish. However, I fear I have risked too much already, based upon the word of spirits. If I am to act against my king, I must have proof.
Where can we find
If
such
the
proof?
soul that inhabits Wolfdane's body is indeed corrupt, then perhaps it may have left signs of its passing within the tomb of the dead king. Seek your proof within the barrows of this island. Should you discover anything of importance, return it here to me, and we shall discuss our quest further.
We found this amulet within Wulfdane's tomb. Appears to have been intentionally defaced.
This is Wulfdane's tribal insignia. Such chains are worn by the kings of my people and are considered the most precious of worldly possessions.
So?
No true tribesman would dare to deface so sacred an object. If Wulfdane is responsible for this desecration, then it is not the spirit of Jared that now inhabits his body.
If not Jared, then who?
This I do not know. Even in my visions, the face of the king is obscured, almost as if my vision is opposed. There is one who might help us in our quest. If legend holds true, she may be able to see this soul for what it truly is.
Who is this person you speak of?
She is known as the Gloomfrost Seer. She was once a powerful channeler of spirits that lived among the tribe of the Elk. The legend says that her gift of sight was so great, it turned her eyes to dust. It is said she fled north to dwell within the darkness of the Gloomfrost.
What is the Gloomfrost?
Gloomfrost lies far to the northeast, beyond the Reged Glacier. It is an ancient place, as old as the world itself. The tales of my people say that the Gloomfrost marks the place where the sun was expelled from the womb of Toril when she was still a young mother. It is said that the heat of the infant sun scarred the glacier as it fled to the sky, turning the ice black as night and casting the surrounding land into darkness.
Sounds like a cheerful place. How do we find it?
I shall mark the way upon your map. Make haste in your journey, but beware. The guardians of the Gloomfrost protect the seer from the intrusions of man. Only those who prove themselves worthy shall be granted her wisdom.
Very well. We'll make for the Gloomfrost without delay.
I shall defy banishment and return to the camp in secret. If you are successful, go directly to the Mead Hall and demand an audience with Wulfdane. Together, we shall expose him and put an end to his evil.
Level ups! Man, lots of level ups. Level 4 and level 5. Save.
Done. Done.
Actually, wait a minute.
Done.
Nope.
I'm on it.
Ah,
Fire and
man.
lightning should liven things up.
Yes. As you wish.
I'm listening. I'm on it.
Time to trim this one down to size.
What is it you require?
Ready. Agreed. Here, I'm on it. Orders, I'm on it.
Oh, that's an exit.
I'm listening. Done. Ready. Done. I'm on it.
Alright. Take me back to Lonelywood, young Ned. By Umberlee's wicked cloak. I've been hoping you would ask me that. You ready to go now? Yes, let's go.
Agreed. I'm on it.
Healing services. Sivian's club. Yeah, it's just a +5 club. Not that special. Battle X, chainmail. Open. Sell these gems.
Here. I'm on it. I'm on it. Agreed.
Alright, we need more ammunition. Alright, open container. Let's dump all these arrows into the bag. Or into backpack, and then we'll fill up. Cancel. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're just going to dump all the regular arrows out and get a bunch of... We're going to see how much we can purchase of his magical arrows. So if we can get a chunk of his magic arrows, then by all means.
Orders? Agreed.
Be nice if we could get another... Doesn't have a lot of the other ones. Let's get his bolts. So we'll need those. $250 or 240. funny because his health is going to fluctuate because he's swapping between all the different types of ammunition or types of equipment.
I'm listening. Agreed. I'm on it.
Just Dougal. That bastard, now Dolan's dead. Simple-minded goon went with me down to the lake last night and a wolf killed him. What bastard? What happened? We're sitting right there, minding our own business, when a wolf comes trotting out of the woods and runs right up to us. My brother, that stupid knothead, didn't even realize what was happening. He tried to pet it, moron. It leaps up at Dolan, starts biting his face off. I didn't even know what the hell to do. Next thing I know, Dolan's dead and the thing's coming for me. Reached for my dagger and started stabbing the thing, but my blade just kept bouncing off it, I tell you. The beasts weren't natural. So you think the wolf was magical? I think Emmerich has been summoning wolves. Who else I think Emmerich and this little wolfy friend is dead next time I see them, mark my words.
Agreed.
Let's see. Let's talk to Emmerich first, and then we'll go to the Temple of Joaquin.
I'm on it.
Talked to Dougal about Dolan's murder. He told us that he witnessed the attack and tried to save his brother, but his dagger had no effect on the beast. Dougal went to see Kieran this morning about purchasing an enchanted blade. Do you think Dougal is planning to go after the beast himself? I wouldn't put it past him, but you should head over to the Whistling Gallows. Ask Kieran if he knows what Dougal is up to.
I'm on it. Agreed. I'm on it. I'm on it.
Can you help us with this cynicism sword? These are not my forte. I can see what you mean. It simply radiates cynicism and depression. Maybe able to alleviate that somewhat, but I don't have the needed spell at hand. Scroll of emotion. Hope. Yes. Few questions. You're the Dougal. What can you tell us about the recent murders? Dougal recently was looking to buy an enchanted blade. His encounter with the wolf. I told him I had no such items and sent him on his way. Do you believe the wolf is actually a magical beast? I suppose it's possible. There are many such creatures that cannot be harmed by ordinary steel. Perhaps the wolf was actually a werewolf. Certainly explain why his attacks proved ineffective. Lodging for the night. There we are. I couldn't quite cheer it up entirely, but it's much improved. How else may I be of service? Oh, now it's named Gloom instead of Cynicism. Kieran Nyes applied a permanent hope spell to the sword. While the sword is still very gloomy, it no longer criticizes its wielder, and its thieving abilities can be used more often. That's funny.
Ready. I'm on it.
Oh no, that's the werewolf.
Agreed. I'm on it.
Tolan Savage, so well, let's have another round to celebrate.
Name your task. Here?
Here. I'm on it. Orders? I'm on it. Agreed. Done.
We fought off a creature that was stalking the streets last night. We spoke with Kieran about the enchanted blade. He seems to think that it may be a werewolf that's doing all the killing in town. How do you know the creature that attacked you wasn't a werewolf? I suppose it's possible. It is said such creatures possess the ability to take the shape of both man and beast, but I was wounded in the attack. Creature, would he pass the curse on to me? Perhaps it did. Tell me, what can you recall the past few nights? By the gods, the nightmares. I've been plagued by the same horrible nightmares every night since the attack. I thought they were merely dreams sent to me by the Forest Father to remind me of my transgressions. In the morning I awake, drenched in sweat, with bloody images of violence still lingering in my brain. Merciful powers, it's true. What have I done? What have I become? Calm yourself. Surely there must be something we can do to help. Help me. I'm a werewolf, a murderer. What makes you think I deserve your help? Please leave me. I need to be alone. But if we discover a way to remove your curse, we will be back. Lone wolf. Two-handed sword, halberd, longbow.
I'm listening. Agreed. Done. I'm on it.
Let's go see Kieran, since he seems to be more aware than this idiot halfling priest. I at least want to finish this quest.
Agreed.
Few questions for her. We discovered Emmerich has become a werewolf. Do you know a way to lift the curse? Emmerich, you say? It's terrible news. I'm afraid I do not possess the power to cure such a powerful affliction as maledictive as lycanthropy. However, I do have an item that may inhibit the effects of the curse. Take this amulet to Emmerich. As long as he wears it around his neck, he will not undergo the process of transfiguration, nor will he be able to affect others with his contagion. Take it to him immediately.
Done. Done.
Shouldn't be here. As long as I carry the curse, no one is safe around me. I don't want to be responsible for any more deaths. Kieran gave us this magical amulet. Take it. As long as you wear it, it will prevent you from changing into a werewolf. I don't know what to say. Perhaps now I will be able to live long enough to atone for my crimes. Thank you. I am forever in your debt. You are welcome, Emmerich. Farewell. Level ups. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. Longsword, katana, scimitar, dagger, club. Single weapon. Do the scimitar.
Ready. Agreed. I'm on it.
Alright, let's save. Alright. We have been streaming for 3.5 hours. And it is 10:30 for me, so I think we are going to call it for this evening. Let me see if there's anyone we can host this evening. Right, I think I have someone in mind I would like to host this evening, maybe. Maybe. Let me check. Alright. We are going to raid Jimmy. Hopefully he's still playing. So I will leave you with Jimmy, and have a good evening, everyone. We will see you tomorrow.